I have a similar story in different ways on the insurance side and did insurance brokerage for many years. And we still have an insurance brokerage company that we run. And I realized, or I've been realizing, I guess, for a while, that the story, that the messaging, that just the just anything, I didn't know what content meant at this time. It's just missing something. In the insurance industry, it's just in mortgage and finance, banking, what all of it. It's just missing something. Like, it's so corporate. They're so like product driven and benefits driven. And you're like, oh, I'm so bored by this. I don't want to talk about it anymore. Or when you go and talk to someone and you're trying to make a connection with someone, I'm going to tell you how good I am. And here's our benefits and here's our services. I'm just so bored by all of it. Yeah, I was bored by all of it. Yeah, you have to have this connection. It's just people. I don't care if it's a huge business and there's a board of directors. There's 12 board of directors. I always say there's 12 people on that board, and they all have their own interests. And some like to travel, and they like to go to Canada, or they like to go play sports outside, or they like to go hiking. Whatever those things are, that's how you make this, like you said, this connection. And so I started writing. I started creating content, and it was a lot to do with sports and business. So we created Sportsepreneur. Well, it was interesting because I didn't have this thing of like what this is going to become. Well, people were intrigued by that. And they're like, well, what are you doing? And some people might have been turned off by it, which we'll get into because it's like getting to the niche. Not turned off, but maybe they weren't interested by it.
But
and
that's good.
Okay.
That's good because they're not for you. They're not for you. There's nothing wrong. That's part of the reason why I started doing video, because it makes it easier for people not to like me. Because if you don't like me,
I love it.
We don't need to do business together. I mean, there's nothing wrong. There are almost 7 billion people on this planet. Everyone is not going to like you, and that is okay. You don't want everyone to like you. Everyone doesn't need to like you, but the people who do are the ones you want to do business with, right?
That's right.
So it's okay if people don't like you. It's okay.
Yeah. Well, we always said that there's a few different people that might not like you. So if you're trying to hire somebody and they don't like you, that's probably good, because 6 months in, they're going to realize they don't like you. And if they hey, how do you learn more about my company? Go listen to our podcast, go read our blogs, go check out our social media, engage with it, see what you think. Is this a place you want to be? Do you think I'm full of it? You know, I kind of want to be around that guy. Perfect. Yes. Or a new customer or an existing client or just people in general. And because like you just said, there's so many people out there, but going into that content thing, it was like, that was the connecting point to people say, I'm intrigued by that. And it led to, can you do that for me? Not exactly what we're doing, to say, can you help us with that? So we built a content marketing company on the heels of all that, which has been so much fun. And then we started podcasting and doing all this. And then we get to have conversations with people like yourself.
Content Matterz with a Z is our content marketing company that helps entrepreneurs tell their own stories to those who care. And here's the thing. We think every entrepreneur that is willing should have their own content platform. And we want to help make that happen, both by working directly with entrepreneurs and by sharing our own stories, exploring the craft of content marketing. Content Matterz, one piece of content at a time. Learn more at kazcontent.com.